How's it going? Dave Simpson Carpentry here today. Today I'm going to be reviewing and talking about IRWIN's flexible extension impactor bit. This is just an extension bit which goes straight into your impactor like so, clicks in like a normal impactor bit. You've got a little handle and another little end here to put your other impactor bits in, and you can use it to just bend it around in almost any single direction you want to get those screws that are in a height little hidden place. It's definitely a tool that you will not use a lot, but it's something that you'll always come across a problem now and then, and you'll be able to get around it another way most of the times. But if you had this tool, it will save you so much time and so much mucking around to get to those hard to access places. So I purchased this about a week ago. Overall, it does what I stated. I'm quite happy with it. There's one main concern I will talk about soon, but then other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. One thing I noticed with it is you put your impactor bits in the normal impact driver, you pull the head outwards, and they fall out like so. With this though, you chuck your impactor bit in. If you pull the head outwards, nothing happens, it locks in there. You actually have to push inwards and pull it out. And I don't know if there's a few other constructions like that, but it actually threw me off for a little bit trying to work out how to pull my impactor bits out after I finish using them. It's got a very strong magnetic head right there, so if you're using a small impactor bit, your screws will almost be affected by that magnet and hold it in as well. You're going to want to be using impactor bits with magnets if you're using this, because if you just have it in your impactor, you've got one hand on your drill, the other hand holding your screw bit. This is just going to spin around. You really need to use this handle utilized, hold the handle. You might be able to manage it all in one hand, but you really need to hold the head of it. And obviously you're going to need to push with the head as well to get that force. This little handle here does come out, and you can choose which side to put it on. There's a little cap covering there for now. I can take that off and screw this handle on the other side if I want to use it that way. You can use your spade bits in it too. If they got the same connection, they can slide in, and this is designed to drill through surfaces as well, to just be an impactor and push screws in. One thing I have been trying it out with is these 150mm bugle screws. And this doesn't contain enough power to really push them all the way through the pine. I'll show you a demonstration right now of using it with the extension bit and with just the impactor to show how much power increases and decreases varying the two. But keep in mind, if you're going to be using this extension bit, you're probably not going to be using it for such a long screw like this. If you've got such a long screw like this and you need to get into a tight space, you could almost use it just to get a little bit in. But since it's so big anyway, you're going to be able to fit your impactor in the space of that screw is. You're normally going to be using this with a little Phillips head bit, I'm guessing, to get a few small screws out of appliances that might have been put in at the end of a job. If you're a carpenter, you might be doing some renovations, taking a few things off, a few DIYs at home. You're normally going to be using this to get into those little tight places with some little small screws. Anyway, we'll drive some of these batten screws in and really see how it does perform. So as you can see there, it does struggle pushing a high force in to the timber. And this is just normal, regular 9045 pine. It's no hardwood or anything. You can just imagine how much harder it would go with pushing screws into a harder surface. Another thing I want to try out is how it goes with these spade bits. I'll do the same comparison down below. I haven't actually done this yet, so I'm pretty excited to see what happens when we do it. So it does work, it does, as I said, drill through your material. You do need to push on it a little bit harder, it might be a little bit more difficult to get through, but it does indeed work. Anyway, there are just a few things I noticed by using this extension bit. It is a pretty straightforward tool. You can use it in a lot more different angles and you can bend it a lot more. It's a lot more flexible than I thought it would be, which is an upside, but I don't really want to test it and hold it to really see how good it can go in fear of a bit of wear and tear and breaking it inside. I'm super happy I've added this to my toolbox. I'd recommend getting one if you do a lot of work where you're potentially going to be trying to get to a screw in a hard place. It will save you so much time and stress trying to get around it. I feel like it's a tool that you'll use more than you know, but you still won't use it a lot though. Anyway, thank you for watching this video. Let us know if it has influenced you to buy one of these extension flexible bits, and I'll catch you guys next time.